The next period of Algorand governance is here, but there's some big changes. So in today's Frugal BC, we're going to talk about what those changes are, how to go through it. We're going to take you step by step on how to sign up for Algorand governance and clear up some misconceptions about it. All that on today's Frugal BC. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Frugal BC here, and today we are talking about Algorand governance. It is period 5. We just wrapped up period 4. We're going to talk about all the things that you need to know about this period's Algorand governance. We're going to clear up some misconceptions and explain everything about how it's working this time around. Then I'm going to walk you through it. So stay tuned for that, because I'm just going to walk through with you as I sign up for Algorand governance, because yes, I am doing it. Not the old traditional way, though. I'll show you what I mean in a second, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to talk about whether I think it's worth it or not. Clearly, I'm getting involved again because there's a new way to do it, and we're going to clear up some misconceptions today. So stay tuned. Before we do that, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I appreciate it. As I always say, you don't have to smash it, just press it gently. And hit the like button too, so everybody can see this content, because as you know, we are at this channel, we do the experiment. So we don't hype, we don't make predictions, we just dive in and do it, and then we tell you how it goes, good, bad, and the ugly. So with that in mind, let's talk about governance. So first thing, one of the things I've been seeing a lot is people are talking about, where's my rewards from the last period? Well, here's the thing, October 6th. That's the date you need to keep in mind, because that's the day they're paying out. It won't come out before that, so don't expect it beforehand. October 6th, you will see those rewards in your inbox. It comes straight from the Algorand Foundation. Now, I'm not sure how the places like Folks Finance or AlgoFi are handling that, so they might do it a little different. But if you just went through the website on Algorand governance, that's where it's going to be. So keep that in mind. Now, one of the changes this time around, because of the vote last time, was that now LPs are eligible. This is also leading to some confusion, so we're going to talk about that. But now you can also stake your LPs into commitment, and there's a way to do that. We're going to go through that, so don't worry about it right now. We're going to walk you through that, because I'm going to do one myself. I'll just show you how it's done. It's pretty cool, because now you can use those. You can have those involved with deFi projects, which is pretty cool. So you can actually use your algo. It's not just I have to lock up my algo and it just has to sit there. But the LPs have to be created before you commit, and you're gonna have to leave them there. So just be mindful of that. So if you're participating in a program, that program ends, you still got to leave your LPs until the end of the period. I'm going to do it anyway, but it's something I'm a little bit leery of. I'll just say that. Okay, one of the confusions that I've been seeing around, it's because of the message that they put. I was initially confused by it too, frankly. You guys may have seen the 10,000 algo message and thought, oh wait, I gotta have 10,000 algo now, or it has the LPs have to be 10,000 algo. No, this message was directed at DeFi projects about the LPs that would be eligible. So, and for an LP to be eligible in the program, it has to have at least 10,000 algo of liquidity, basically. But you don't have to have that amount. So that was a really confusing thing. I just think it was a terrible way that they handled it. It's poor communication. And so I was confused initially. I saw a lot of people on Reddit very confused about that. So something to keep in mind. So I'll be honest, this actually helped me want to be more involved in governance. As you know, for those of you who have watched my channel for a while, I was a little put off by governance, just because I felt like you had to lock up a lot of your Algorand that you couldn't use for other things. And that's one of the great things about Algorand, is there's a lot of uses for it. There's a lot of growing ecosystem. So you can there's a lot of DeFi projects, there's gaming, there's real estate investment. That's one of my favorites, Lofty, which, by the way, you can get $25 towards your next purchase, and I'll get $25 too if you go sign up through my link. So keep an eye on that. I do have to hold for 3 months before you get that 25. Just want to put that out there. I'm more interested now, because now you can actually use it. You can actually have your algo working for you, instead of just sitting there collecting, a pretty small percentage. I mean, it's not bad. It's better than staking was, but also staking was paid out all the time. So there's trade-offs, right? And I also felt that, and I still feel that, you don't have a very strong voice, because it's mostly the whales are going to kind of get their way on this stuff. So that's one thing I do want to say about it. But I like the fact that I can commit the stuff to governance and also still be doing other stuff. So you're earning that governance rewards while you're also earning on these other things. So let's just dive in. I want to show you how it works. Before we do that, now these are the latest stats on Algorand governance, or algorandstats.com. Great website to track this stuff. Right now, there are 126 million committed algos, so that's not very much. 7,770 governors. Now, these numbers, the number of governors are going to be lower than in the past because now we have places like Folks Finance and AlgoFi that are allowing you to do governance through their platforms, and that's giving you some flexibility in how to do that. You can use, you can kind of borrow against that. There's some risks involved with that too, so keep that in mind. Right now, you'll see the governance APR at 222%. That will definitely go down as the period goes. More people will get into this. And the period percentage rewards. And I've explained this in the past. The difference between these two is this is the APR as if you were experiencing this all year long. So that's like the actual percentage, but this is like the actual percentage earned, if that makes sense. So this is what I'm actually earning for that 3 months. This is as if it were extended out all year. Let's just get into it. So here's the page. Now this is the page where if you went to this, you probably saw that 10,000 pop-up window, and I can't find that. I wish they'd put a little thing so I could keep seeing that, because it popped up once and I've never been able to get it back because I wanted to be able to show people. I should have taken a screenshot of it. And we can just go down to the timeline first. Yeah, the period started on September 30th. You have until October 14th to become a governor. They say claim reward, but that's like basically the end of the period. They usually come out probably about 6 or 7 days after the end of the period. So keep that in mind. That's why a lot of people, I think, maybe were confused. They should probably reword that as well. It just means like that day, as long as you stayed committed to that day, you will get the reward, but it actually takes about 6, 7 days. So probably another area of communication they could improve. But yeah, as I'm recording this, you have 10 days, 23 hours, and 8 minutes. So let's see what happens if I go to commit. So this is the commit your algos. This is just like before. You can put as much algo or as little as you want, but now you can select from eligible LPs. So if I scroll down, it's going to show me all the stuff that's eligible that's in my wallet. Some of these I have barely anything. Some I have a bunch. I still have Algo Ikeda. I didn't even know I had that. So that you can see they're eligible because I can actually click on them. So I don't need the 10,000 algo. Like it made it look like that. I kind of wish they had put the highest ones first. Apparently I have ones I don't even remember. Here's my Cosmic Gold algo. So I think that's the one I'm going to do, but let's see what else. Or PBT. They might extend that. I'm going to do gold. So now I have to keep this. Oh, here he is. Okay, so when you do that, then they pop up. I didn't see that. Okay, so they pop up this little window. I'm just going to say max. I'm going to say max in the PBD. So I'm going to keep those. And this is going to limit me because if those right now, these are in the tiny man farm. So I'm kind of stuck with them. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it out for your guys' sake. I don't know if I would do this on my own because I do have to keep those, but I'll probably, you know what, actually, I take that back. I'm not going to do the PBDC. I'm only going to do the Cosmic Gold algo because you know what? There's going to be a pool, even if the tiny man farm ends, which it will, there will be somewhere that has that. Somewhere we'll have a staking pool for that. So I'm going to keep that. Now I'm ready. I can make the commitment. So I'm just going to make the commitment. Here it is. My transaction signer is, wait, what? Now it's saying I'm not committed. Hold on. Let me see this again. Huh, that's weird. Now it's saying I'm not connected, even though I am connected. All right, I'm going to try this again. So there you go. There's a bug that you might run into. It's weird that it just said it was disconnected instead of like not giving me an option to connect it, but okay. That's the one. All right, we're going to try this again. Yeah, as you can see, like I don't have a lot of just straight up algo in my wallet. Another nice thing might have been a search bar, but I actually just wish they had put, instead of, I don't actually, I'm not even sure. It's not, doesn't appear to be in alphabetical order, but I just wish they had put like your highest one first, because that's probably the one you're most likely to want to use. But yeah, see, now it's working. So if you run into a problem, and I've found this with a lot of things, like if it's just acting funky, if a DApp is acting funky, you just disconnect your wallet and reconnect it, and it seems to work. Well, there we go. So I committed 195.24 algo, which is the equivalent LP. So you can see it says 0 actual algo and 195.24 algo equivalent LPs. So if anyone was wondering about the 10,000 thing, that just proves it right there, that you don't have to have 10,000 worth of algo on an LP to commit it. So do I think this is worth it? The upside is now you can use these LPs. So you have stuff that's actually participating in the DeFi structure. By the way, there's a 7 million extra algo committed to that for rewards for this, so that's a good thing. Now, the good news is you can actually use your algo for DeFi while also committing it to governance. And like I said, so the downside, of course, is that, like, for example, this one is in the Tiny Man Farms, and that will end soon. I believe it's the end of October. In fact, I can look that up really quick. So that will end soon. However, like I said, with the Cosmic Algo one, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a pool somewhere to use, probably like Commodore. I've been big on that one lately. Yeah, it's supposed to end October 15th. Sometimes these get extended, so let's hope that, I hope that one gets extended, because that's a good one. But just something to keep in mind, for some of these pools, you might not otherwise have a use for them. Like the PBT algo one, I'm probably not going to use. I don't know if anywhere else really has a staking pool at all for those. So I'd rather be able to pull those back apart and use that algo for something else. So these are the calculations you're going to have to make, and also it depends on your risk level. I know for a lot of people, governance is like the highest level of risk they want to do, and you're going to earn a percentage on that, and that's fine, totally fine. Every person has to just decide the risk level that they're willing to commit to. I'm a little more risk tolerant, so I'm okay with being in these staking pools. Part of that too is because this is my crypto in general is a pretty small percentage of my portfolio, so I'm okay playing around with it. I like being in this. I'm curious to see how this goes. Now, of course, a vote will be coming up. It is usually the second month of the quarter, but we'll see. It might, they'll announce it on the Algorand governance page, and I'll probably do a video on it too. So keep an eye on that. Any questions about governance, let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy to do these videos. It'd be interesting to be in governance again. I'm curious to see how it goes, and I want to see how you guys feel about this too. So let me know down below. Otherwise, I'm Frugal BC. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe out there, and as always, I'll see you in the future.